What's in my camera bag 2021? I'm constantly buying, selling, upgrading, trying to figure out what's the best gear I need to capture the best images and photos that I can for my clients. Well, let's dive in and check out what I'm currently using in 2021. The bag I'm using right here is the Peak Design Everyday Backpack. It's the bigger 30-liter version. I used to run with a hard case, a bunch of different camera bags, but this year I was all about how do I get everything I need in one bag. The travel case has got me just about to that point. In the top of the bag, I've got cases for my glasses and cleaning cloth. I also have my DJI SC2. Love this gimbal. It folds down so compact. Lock it in, and this can really take a lot of weight. You can be using full frame DSLRs, no problem. This gimbal can handle it. I'll probably make a video about this at one point. Drop a comment below if you want to learn more about how I'm using this to shoot real estate videos. I just love how all the motors lock into place and how easily it folds down, how compact it is. So I also have another gimbal in here. This gimbal is the DJI Osmo 3, and this is designed just for your phone. For shooting real estate marketing, we actually offer services like Zillow video walkthroughs. We'll take our iPhones and we'll go shoot a full video with the gimbal. It's really mind-blowing the quality that you can get from a cell phone and a gimbal like this. You can't really balance a phone on a bigger gimbal here. I tried to. I would get counterweights and I would get phone clamps and try and get it going, but it's just way overkill with something so light, so small, and with the Bluetooth connection, you can press record and stop and zoom and have other functions that are just so light you could almost put this in your pocket. Have just a couple other items in here. We've got a white and a black Rode mic. This is the mic that goes with the wireless Go 2 mic setup. What's great is if I'm shooting a real estate agent, often there can be two of them, a husband and wife or a business partner, and I can throw up a mic on each of them and then connect it right into my camera on the gimbal. It's the perfect on-the-go setup. So I've got a black and a white mic. Depending on what shirt they're wearing, if they're wearing a white blouse and I connect the microphone, it's not just this big black blob sitting on their shirt, but the white mic just kind of blends in. Sweet, that's everything in the top pocket. Next, we'll jump to this side pocket. So right here, I also have the Peak Design travel tripod. I've tried quite a few other tripod designs. I've been really happy with this. Being a real estate photographer, I wasn't sure if it had all the details that I need. I need that precise movement, left, right, up, down, to get the angles just perfectly. And I was afraid that this gooseneck was gonna be too short to get me up high enough. But now that I'm used to it and the lightness of the carbon fiber, I've been really stoked with this. And I can fit it right in the side pouch of my backpack, so I can take it with me wherever I'm going. Drop a comment below if you wanna learn more details about how I'm using the travel tripod. So side pocket, just some extra straps and stuff for holding stuff down. And then let's jump in here to my first pocket. I've got here my Tamron 28 to 75 millimeter lens. This is a really cool lens because it's so lightweight for an f2.8 aperture. Sometimes I'm shooting detail photography at my real estate shoots. I'll have a real estate agent that wants some headshots there at the shoot, so I can bust out this lens and grab any of those details or those headshots while I'm at a shoot. That's my main setup. We'll jump to that in a sec. Here, in this pocket, I've got some other goodies. Here's where I'm keeping my batteries, lens cleaning solution, and my 360 camera. So right here, I've got the Theta Ricoh 360 camera, and I use this to shoot Zillow 3D tours, as well as you can actually shoot Matterport 3D scans with this little camera. When I bought it, it was like 380 bucks, $400. So prices probably come down, and you can pick these up used. Really good, versatile camera. I've got different connectors here that connect up so I can connect my camera to the gimbal. That's about it in this pocket. All right, switch it around to the other pocket. Here's where it gets really good. So in this pocket, I've got my A7S III. Man, I love this camera. The 10-bit video out of it is just phenomenal. And the low light, sometimes you're getting into some dark real estate. I mean, you get something more traditional with the dark wood tones, they want it moody in that wine cellar, no worries. With this dual native ISO that's built into it is phenomenal. Love this lens. This is the G Master 16-35 f2.8. I was really hesitant to buy this lens. I highly suggest looking for some near mint lenses on the used market. Generally, people take good care of glass that is this expensive. And I was able to save a good $500 off of the list price by buying it used. It has just taken my real estate photography up to a whole nother level since switching over to this lens. If you want to have a deep dive in my camera and my lens and see how I'm using that, drop a comment below. I'd love to dive in depth with this. Right here, I have my Sony 85 1.8. I shoot headshots here in the studio with a lot of real estate agents. 85, I just think is one of the most attractive focal lengths for photographing people. But also, if I'm out doing a video shoot, I'll throw this on my B shot and throw like a 35mm as an A roll. I love how these two focal lengths pair together. The autofocus is just rock solid on this lens. Such a small lens, it just fits perfectly right here in this pocket. And right down here in this little area, I keep my shout out Peter McKinnon filter case. I used to carry around all the individual filters in their little canisters, and man, that was just such a pain. I keep them all right here. It's a great design by Nomadic. I have filters for all the different focal lengths that I need. My go-to filter for real estate is this 85mm, and it's actually made by Moment. So shout out to Moment lenses. I've been stoked with their quality of their filters here. So I have the variable ND filters. We'll dive in more detail in all the different types of filters that I'm using in a future video. Let's jump into my little pocket here and see what we got going on. We've got a battery bank. When you're in a pinch, your cell phone is almost dead. 360 camera, A7S III, you can charge it off this battery bank. I mean, it's like 25 bucks off Amazon. This is a must have. And I've got all my different cables and charging ports here. I've got a dedicated CFexpress Type A card reader. The ultra fast memory cards that are in the A7S III, you can just plug your camera straight into your computer, but I love being able to just leave my case in here, grab the memory cards, and just dump the photos and videos wherever I need to. And then I've got a micro USB card reader here, a few chargers, knickknacks. I always keep a pair of headphones right here, because if you're out doing a video shoot and you need to have reference monitor to make sure if you've got someone lapped up that you have a clean mic, that is really important. I have found so many times that has saved me from having crackling or too much wind noise. Must have a pair of headphones. And lastly, in my side pocket here, my charging station, my A7S batteries. I always take 3 batteries with me when I'm out doing shoots. What's amazing about these Sony NP-Z batteries is how long they last. I've been really impressed. In the past, with the smaller Sony batteries, I had to carry like 4 or 5 if I had a full day of shoots, but I have never run out of juice with just the 3 batteries. I've got 1 in my camera, 2 in my backpack, and then I'm ready to go for the day. One more thing that is critical if you're a real estate photographer. Gotta have a drone. So I upgraded to this drone a couple years ago, but this is the Mavic 2 Pro. This sucker shoots 10-bit video, and the Hasselblad partnership with the lens and the element, it is really phenomenal. I'm doing drone shoots like every day. Drone photography is massive. It's important to be able to help your clients out to capture that drone imagery for them. This drone is incredible. It has great flight characteristics and an incredible image, and it's easy to use. In the future, I'll be posting another video going in depth about this drone setup. Well, that's what's in my camera bag 2021. As a real estate photographer, I'm constantly looking at gear and upgrading selling off pieces of equipment because I'm trying to get the best image I can for my clients. Hope you picked up a couple tips along the way. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what's in your camera bag. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah, hit that like button if you thought this video was cool. And if you want to see more, subscribe.